with an above average volume of over 75 million shares. GOVX stock is showing a lot of strength in this session of today, the 27th of June 2024. As things stand right now, it is contracting the volatility volatility expansion that happened today, or that has been happening, especially today. Let me show you what we're talking about. It is contracting that volatility bubble. This is it here. Reached this is today, reached an intraday high of or rather the high of this session is $4.9. So this is what's going on. This bubble is being contracted. That is what we are looking at right now. It makes a lot of sense in this 3-day chart of 15-minute interval. Okay, but if you have a look here, you see something really interesting. It is showing a very strong net positive V recovery. From the 6th of June, it had a 7 straight session of losses, and it ended on the 17th of June, and then by the 18th of June up till today, it has now had a net positive V recovery. A net positive rebound, a net positive V bounce. Let's put it that way: a net positive V recovery. Net in the sense that it cooled off it had a sharp decline on the 25th of June, and followed it up with on the 26th. That was yesterday, but today has now even printed higher highs. So the recovery is really good. With that recovery, when it printed this 52-week low, it recovered, bounced, rebounded immediately or above its I want to believe probably it's maybe 10-day moving average, but surely 21 and 40-day moving averages, and the next target will be its 200-day moving average at it's currently at $4.25. That's where that 200-day moving average is. So far the gain in this session is 77%. Yeah, 77.17%. Let's have a look on trading view and see what the projections are saying. It's not very clear here, but if I adjust it, I might be able to get an enlarged view of what we're talking about here. Yes, that's what we are talking about. And that rebound we're talking about that happened, that's the rebound. Yes, it most certainly took it above its 10-day moving average. Extrapolation is saying that strength is going to remain there up till up till the 8th of July. As a matter of fact, this extrapolation was I would say pretty much in line. It started to forecast strength all the way back in the middle of May of this year, but then the stock continued to show weakness, and given the 52-week low plunge, and then given the 7 straight decline that led to that 52-week low of what was that 52-week low of what was that again? $0.9, or they're about $1.13. The algos the extrapolation didn't budge. So maybe slightly, they didn't really budge as such. Well, it did forecast some weakness, but it was still very much ambitious, extrapolating higher prices. And then strength is still there. There must be something going on. Cash flow is definitely very strong on the stock, so it's currently trading above all of its upper projections on its daily chart here on a trading view based on the algorithms we are using. If you look at a 4-hour chart, you might find something there. We're trying to determine the probability of it of that 4.25 occurring, the probability of that occurring. So As a matter of fact, let's have a look. 4.25. You can see that too. As a matter of fact, it has actually challenged that moving average. You can see that for intraday high of $4.9. So that moving average has already been tested. There's a good chance this stock there's a good chance. I'm sensing it. I mean, this is not based on any analytical outcome, but I'm just having that sense. 4.9. So the fact that it has tested 4.9 has printed some figures that can justify, that will yield strong probabilities, healthy probabilities that it can challenge, it can test, that $4.25, that 200 moving average probabilities, that even if they're not above 50, but there's a very good chance they will look healthy. Let's have a look now. This is this is 4.28, obviously higher than that moving average, so 4.05. okay, so let's see. Now we don't have anything higher than that. We can always go there. It doesn't have to be there. We can just simply even try using 4.28. We can use this 4.28 rejection and extrapolate all the way and go all the way back. This is a 4-hour chart. The good thing about it is okay, it goes still within this year. It goes all the way. If you go sideways, then you can find moving averages on that same level all the way back in January. Okay, so let's have a look and see what you might be able to find. Much closer moving averages. Okay, so extra upper projection of 4.28. okay, this is on the 3-hour chart. So the stock obviously is pulling back, correcting some of those very high prices that, yes, like I said earlier on in this, when I began, it's contracting that volatility that happened. So there's a good chance the trend may not continue today. It may not continue tomorrow. It may not also continue by Monday. Monday it could, but we're seeing this could be the pattern. This could be a pattern, contract for 2 days. You can see that this volatility that began, this is how many sessions? 1, 2, 3, 4 sessions, and then contracts that volatility after 2 sessions, and then spikes up again. So, but in any case, we're trying to determine what the probability of it challenging, of it printing, of it surpassing 4.25. As a matter of fact, it has actually done that. So we're just going to find figures that it printed, moving averages that it printed, in using short-term models, short-term charts to give us, when we want to use short-term models, short-term charts, because they happen a lot recently. Some of them have happened today, so on the 3-hour chart we really can't find. There might be, but they're a bit far off on this chart. Let's see, we might be able to find some. Yeah, we can find. This is where, okay, still very much in January. That was when they all printed. Okay, let's look at the 1-hour chart. Are we going to find anything here? On the 1-hour chart, let's see. Okay, we have some projections here. 4.9. 4.9 is one projection. I think the highest. Below that we have 4.61. 4.61. Below that we have 4 points, around 4.45. Let's look at a 45-minute chart and see. Let's see what we can find here. Okay, so also equally here we have 4.61, but remember we're trying to get moving averages, that 10-period moving average that we can use to see what we can dig out of this, what we can use to just to give us an idea of what that of it printing that 4.25, at least closing above 4.25. But I think we're not really making a lot of progress here. Okay, we have 4.9 as the most upper projection on its 30-minute chart. Let's jump all the way down to the 10-minute chart. Let's see, do we have yeah, because it hasn't really traded, so it hasn't traded. We're not seeing, it hasn't traded such high prices, hasn't traded on this short-term models and these short-term charts. That's another problem, that's another snag. Can we rely on a 1-minute chart? Let's see. Let's see, on a 1-minute chart, let's see. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have 4.67. So we have, yeah, we do have. The problem is, it can be argued that these are not because we're trying to find the probability of it closing above 4.25. Then maybe we should be looking at the daily chart for all of that, all those things, all of those moving averages. But the problem at the same time is that looking for them on the daily chart, you'll be looking at years back. You can be even looking all the way back to 2002 or even much further, you know. But let's see what we can dig out of here now. Okay, so we have we have this 4.6. Okay, we can begin from here, and we have 4.54 as the 10-period moving average. 4.54, and standard deviation is 0.0684. And then we go here, we go all the way back to, this is the 1-minute chart, all the way back to a few hours ago, and we have another, all of these are rejections at 4.67. so this rejection at 4.67, the price, the period the 10-period moving average was 4.35, and we have 0.115553. In other words, we are testing 4.67, no longer 4.25. We're testing 4.67. So we have, things have changed now. We go back again, we have another rejection at 4.66 this time around. Okay, it's still pretty much the same. 10-period moving average is 4.56. Standard deviation is 0.1169. And then we go back again. We have 4.56 again. 4.56 still the standard deviation, so still the 10-period moving average. Standard deviation is 1.235. And we go back again. We have 4.52, and standard deviation is 0.1437. And we go back again. I must be boring you with this regressions, with this referrals, backward references. And we have standard deviation of we have 4.56. There's a good chance we're just going to get something right around 4.56 or there, but then standard deviation is 0.1887. so I think we get it. It's just the average is right around 4.56. I could just say maybe 4.56, maybe, okay, without calculating it. So we probably we have 4.56, but standard deviation we don't have, so we have to quickly add that. So we're testing 4.67 now. Unfortunately, no longer 4.25. 4.67 is the figure we are, because I mean we have seen it we saw a couple of rejections at that sort of price, even higher than that, 4.75. You know, so 4.67 is what we are testing. So we will try and and 4.56, I would say. Okay, 4.55 is the I mean, just roughly guessing, because most of the numbers we have are just right around there. So we now add up the moving averages, the standard deviations, 0.0684 plus 0.1553 plus 0.1169. Sorry, messed up everything. 0.0684 plus 0.1553 plus 0.1169 plus 0.1235 plus 0.1437 plus 0.1887 divided by 6. We have a 0.13275. 0.13275. Okay, so probability of it probability of it staying below 4.67 is 81.699%. Probability of it challenging and surpassing 4.67 is 18.3%. I think that's a decent probability. In it lies a lot. Even in 1% alone, a lot lies in there. So 18.3% probability that it can surpass 4.67. So it's currently trading at 3.76 at the moment. 3.76 is the current price. And let's return to, again, it's now 85%. Let's return to today, see what's going on. Yeah, strength has returned. Strength has returned. That contraction has on this 1 minute, on this 1 minute chart is has improved. You can see that it spiked out of its price channel and recoiled back in, returned back in, and tried to challenge it again. So it's trading right at the edge of its price line. Above or below is an indication of volatility. And each time it goes out, it will definitely return back. Yeah, and that's what scalpers observe. And sometimes in most cases they make something out of it. So GOVX on the move from this daily chart. Volatility has come in. V recovery is there. Net positive V recovery. Cash flow has started to increase. One of the most active stocks in this session of today, the 27th of June. So the probability of it challenging or surpassing $4.67. It's not, as a matter of fact, it's not even the high of this session. High of this session is 4.91. So, but we're sticking with 4.67. The probability of it surpassing that is 18%. That's a healthy amount of probability. So see what you make of it, and I'll continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.